welcome back to another episode of Healthy Inspirations. Thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to take a break from my usual segment of Jars with Gina, and we're going to do the time-old tradition of making homemade tortillas. Today I have a lovely helper. Her name is Brooklyn. She's going to be helping me put this together. So in here we have 4 cups of just regular flour, and we have 3 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and then we have a jar of hot water, and we have some cooking oil. So today we're going to go ahead and start with Brooke putting in our 3 teaspoons of salt, and then our 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and she's going to go ahead and mix this up for us. I'm going to go ahead and add the oil, and when I add the oil, there's really not any measurement that I have found or that I was taught, so I usually just go 1, 2, and that's it for our oil. And then we're going to go ahead and mix this up, and you're just going to break up the oil really well. And then we are going to start adding in our hot water. And that's the key here, is making sure your water is hot. So Brooke, if you can just go ahead and pour me some. That's good. So I like to do a little at a time. So I pour and I mix. That way you know when you have enough water or not enough water, because you don't want to have to add in more ingredients. That'll throw the recipe off. Give me another pour there. Thank you, dear. And as I'm mixing, I just kind of start getting all of the flour from the bottom. It's just like making regular dough. So now that our masa is completely mixed, and it has sat for about 30 minutes, we have now started to peel off pieces of it, and you just grab a handful, just like Brooklyn's doing, and you just kind of roll it and roll it, and then you end up with these. So you get your, we call it a bulio, which is a rolling pin, and you just roll, flip, roll, flip, roll, and then you end up with somewhat of a round tortilla. And if it doesn't come out perfectly round, my grandma used to say they don't roll in. In a few minutes, we'll have a good batch of homemade tortillas. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Brooklyn, for helping me out today, and have a good evening.